But Ben, he said it clearly that didn't we see it, the relationship with the NFF went south.
We didn't see it. Yes, I didn't see it because let me tell you, when he came on, he was celebrated. He was even nicknamed the Pep Guardiola of Africa, of Nigeria, and he was doing good. And all we needed him to do is to stabilize himself mentally and to also understand that the job of managing the Nigerian national team is like the job of the president of the country.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. If not, you are even at times much more popular than President Buhari.
Yeah. You will receive insults.
So you need emotional stability to manage the national
But didn't
team.
the NFF consider all of that before bringing him?
Perhaps they didn't, because let me tell you, when Oliseh came on, most of us said he didn't have the experience to manage the national team. Let's be honest. I came on this program on a day to say, for whatever he may have done as a player, he's a fantastic player. He's played in Juventus, played in Borussia Dortmund, played everywhere, fantastic captain of the national team. But you need management experience at the highest level to manage players. He came and then fight started with Enyama, with all manner of players who are...
Then I'll get back to you. Let's just run through. And you know what? They didn't just give slaps to 170 million Nigerians, to print editors, uppercuts, because they were still sleeping. When the letter came?
But also, to be fair to him, Tijani Babangida has already said, sent the letter.
11:30, when the papers have gone to bed.
I know, when Ben had already gone to bed.
But this is what the public,
Some of my colleagues, he got it. So I should slap myself
So
again.
when you see the front pages and you will see that story, he said, knew what he was doing. But let's just run through his tweet. It was straightforward. This was about 6 hours ago. He says, I feel fortunate, blessed, and eternally grateful for having had the honor to lead, to play, captain, and coach this great nation of ours, Nigeria. That's it. It's a class. Due to contract violations, lack of support, unpaid wages, benefits to my players, assistant coaches, and of course, himself, I resign as Super Eagles chief coach. Sunday Oliseh went to the medium, he criticized Vincent Nyema about, and also Emmanuel Amunike. So Yemi Adebayo said, look, Twitter is cheaper. And when people are not willing to listen, just go there and drop it.
It's amazing how he says all this. And my take on his tweet is that I think that he shouldn't have gone, because he's like taking the national team into the middle of the ocean and abandoning the ship. Because he already has an idea. Look, let me tell you, last week I said it here, that you don't need to travel all over the world to get your players. He's tweeting now, he can tweet at them. You don't need the psychological state of your players. If they are playing and they are not injured, invite them to the national team. If they are injured, you send them back. You will see, you are the coach. You can use your Facebook, you can use your Instagram, you can use all the...
watch them on TV.
You can watch them on television. He said it himself 2 days ago on a radio program that he was so happy seeing Mikel Obi playing, this one doing well, Igalo doing well. What do you need to travel? In any case, your employers cannot invite you for a meeting in Abuja, and you are choosing your own date. You say you are coming in 2 weeks' time. Who is the employer and who's the employee? I can't imagine that the Channels Television, you are the head of sports, the managing director invites you for a meeting and you say, oh God, I can't come until 2 weeks' time. It's not done anymore.
It means I have another job.
It means you have another job. That is the truth. That is what it was. That was the crux of this case that we're having.
Then let's just look at the other side of all of this. Coach Sunday Oliseh did some tactical and strategic, formation with the NFF. We have it on authority that he was paid 20 million naira.
Ahead.
Not ahead, for the money they were owing him. Everybody understands what's going on with the country economically. But he got this money, and this money we're hearing is not going again. But you see, because the NFF, if they go to CAS, in his contract, he's supposed to give the NFF 1 month notice before resigning. And now, he has taken the money and he's off.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to say it's criminal. I don't want to say it's criminal, but I think that if that is the truth, because we don't have proof yet, unless the NFF comes out to say that this actually happened, then it has to also be sued, because the NFF has the capacity, you know, to say, look, your contract says A, you cannot do B. And I think that all this is coming like a shock to me, because, but for me, Austin and Tayo and everybody, I think we should look ahead. Because we have a game coming in less than a month. And so we must look ahead and say, who are the options?
Yeah, of course, we're going to get to that, Ben, Austin, and Yemi. But then, with this is the news is still.
It's hot.
It's still like very hot and fresh. So we have to talk about it. And I remember I said at the time of his appointment, I thought it was a very risky appointment, both off and on the pitch. And we're starting to see it. And I remember I said a couple of weeks ago as well too that as a coach or as a cook, if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, then you have to get out. And he's taking our advice, he's gotten out of the situation now, and he's giving reasons as well to him, unpaid salaries, the lack of motivation and all that.
But you see,
those are reasons he's giving, and they're very good points.
Let me play the devil's advocate. Some people in the NFF may not like to hear this, but to say that this comes as a shock to them, it's coming as a shock to us Nigerians. But with all the drama that has played out, come and meet technical committee, I will not meet them. Shuabu Amadu is your boss, is not my boss. With all of that going on, I'm very sure somebody somewhere had considered, if this guy drops the bombshell,
I know.
maybe this person, maybe that person. So he caught us unawares, but I don't think he caught the NFF unawares. And I'm very sure in a day or two, they should be able to tell us where we are going from here, because they saw the signs. And they did try to manage the situation well, but it just got out of hand.
That's right. That's the story. 15th of July 2015, Coach Sunday Oliseh was unveiled to lead the Super Eagles. 26th of February 2016, he has resigned his role as coach of the Super Eagles. Football, come on, the drama continues. Let's now get talking. Former Super Eagles goalkeeper Dosu Joseph, he also knows Coach Sunday Oliseh, and
very good friend.
Okay, so if Dosu Joseph is with us now, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother.
Oh, fantastic. Good to have you join us on the program. Coach Sunday Oliseh has resigned his role as the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. How did you take the news?
Well, it was shocking anyway, but then we some of us that are closer to him saw it coming. As I would just say as a Nigerian, it was shocking, but then we need to move forward. I can't say more than that. We need to move forward. I think when you hold your staff, you should be expecting one or two surprises. I think maybe with this, the federation will sit right and do their things in the right way. But then it's just unfortunate. We have a month or 1 month plus to a game that is crucial, that is important. That means we're going back to the drawing board again. It's shocking, and I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Dosu Joseph, unfortunately, will talk some more. What does this do for the Super Eagles of Nigeria? That crucial game against the Pharaohs of Egypt. Now it's like a sheep without a captain. What's going on?
Well, the federation will do their job. I think between this 1 month, they will look for whoever that can come around and handle the national team. If not, they should allow Salisu to continue, because they know in and out of those players they'll be working with. I think that should be okay, but if not, if they should go for another coach, I think it's going back to the drawing board again. All said and done, Nigerians need to qualify for the Nations Cup. Against Egypt, it's a must-win. If we can't, then we say bye-bye to it.
Okay, Dosu Joseph, you're speaking to Yemi Adebayo, but I'd like to ask you, as a very close friend to Coach Sunday Oliseh, if you put yourself in his shoes, are there ways this could have been better handled?
Well, we handle issues in a different way. Sonny has been in Europe for ages, so that means he's an European. He knows what to do. He's in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we always say we have the thick skin, we have the thick skin. Yes, fine. It might be a Nigerian, but then I think contract has been signed. You've got to pay your workers as at when due. You don't hold them 5 months salary. The same thing happens in Nigerian league, and they are the one running Nigerian league. If players protest of not being given salaries, the club will sack them. But in this case, he put in his resignation letter and said, thank you for all you have done. For me, I think it's a very, very bad way to handle our issues. If you are holding coaches or players, you pay them. once they talk, it becomes an indiscipline. Before you know it, the players have been sacked. I think we need to sit tight and bring back our glorious days in football. Nigerian football is suffering. For now, we are suffering because of what is happening to Nigerian football.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for speaking to us this morning. We appreciate your time. So that's it. You've heard from two former Super Eagles players and giving us different views as regards the resignation of Coach Sunday Oliseh. Ben a liar. I worry for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Do you?
I worry too. And Dosu is a very, very close friend. We live in the same area, you know. And if he talks like this, that you don't have to owe. I'm sure if Dosu checks his records very well, the NFF or NFA then may still be owing him some money.
It's not something new.
As I speak with you, I'm being owed by the NFF. When I was media officer of the national, it doesn't make it right. Yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't
But
make
it's
it
a terrain
right.
you should have
Like they say,
understand.
two wrongs don't make it right.
So you have to deal with the issue.
Deal with the issues, and they have assured you that they will pay you. I don't think that is the main issue, because there are several issues that we are contending in this matter. One is they invite you for a meeting. You say you are not answerable to the technical committee. They call you for a meeting today. You say you are coming in 2 weeks' time. You are now even dictating to the federation. And somebody said, Tijani Babangida said a while ago that they preferred to work with Anyansi than Barrister Green. Those are, there are compendium of issues that led to this. And of course, we know the temperament of Sunday Oliseh. It is not like that of a Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. That's why the big boss will ever remain the big boss.
I want to ask you this. To be fair, Ben,
Yes.
to be fair to the coach, some people will say I'm playing devil's advocate now, but to be fair to the coach, if the coach knows you're already talking with Havre now, is he not entitled
Where
to
did he get the information?
No, let's just assume.
Media can speculate. Anybody can.
But you're sure they weren't talking?
I'm sure they weren't talking to anybody.
Okay.
Because you cannot, in the middle of preparation for a game, talk to another coach. It is not done anywhere. I can assure you that Barrister Green never told me or never told any media person that he's talking to Harvey Reina. In any case, Harvey Reina had won the Nations Cup. Keshi won the Nations Cup. Westerhoff won the Nations Cup. Those are the only three coaches who won the Nations Cup for Nigeria. So, I mean, what pedigree does he have that any other Nigerian coach does not have? So, I don't agree that is part of the reason that Oliseh should hurriedly throw in the towel.
Right.
I think that the proper thing for him to have done is to have come down to Nigeria, meet with his employers, and say, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that, instead of throwing in the towel.
Okay.
I think that FIFA should handle this. The NFF should go to CAS and say, this guy has disappointed us. What do we do? This is it's going to be the other way around now.